What do you know about Kenya?
Kenya is a country in East Africa known for its diverse wildlife, national parks, and scenic landscapes.
Are you still wondering just how it's even possible for a machine to listen to someone and speak back? Well, that's a remarkable demonstration of the power of artificial intelligence, a technological innovation that has been developed to simulate human intelligence and perform tasks that typically require human cognition.
AI are just here to lend a digital helping hand.
Through AI, machines can understand human language, interpret spoken commands, generate human-like responses, and even engage in meaningful conversations. This has enabled the creation of virtual assistants, chatbots, and other AI-driven systems that enhance human-computer interaction and improve productivity in various domains. The Global Media Congress held in Abu Dhabi in November 2023 addressed topics related to the innovations in media and digital landscapes, with a specific focus on the application of artificial intelligence in journalism and the challenges associated with its adoption.
Welcome to the Global Media Congress in the wonderful Emirate of Abu Dhabi. We have some special guests joining us today to the fascinating world of AI in media.
Generative AI has literally happened in explosion in 12 months. It's the fastest adopted technology just about ever. And that is quite mind-blowing.
I come from America, specifically the state of South Carolina. I live currently in Dubai, where I am a teacher, and I came here to network and to experience and learn more about media because I have a passion for that as well.
Attending this Congress has really emphasized the purpose of AI in the field of media, and it has really shown that a journalist can work hand in hand with AI to produce perfect content for the audience.
We live in a world where you need to be very innovative, very creative, because the world is becoming more and more demanding. It's crucial that the media follows suit or walks in steps and embraces what happens around it.
The CEO of the Media Council of Kenya, David Amoyo, was one of the delegates attending this second edition of the Global Media Congress, and these were his 2 cents about AI.
Principally, AI is, you can put it in the broadest basket of innovation and new technology. So it's a new improved technology and innovation which helps make work easier. The crunching of numbers, the digesting of things, the translation of information and all that. So I would say that in principle, AI contextually is a technology to make the work of newsrooms and media houses easier and faster.
AI is actually an enabler. It's supposed to help you to become better, to produce better, to improve on the content that we produce, to improve on the news and so on and so forth. So speed is one thing, and of course there are many areas of improvement.
It is a wonderful technology, one that is useful in the media for such things as production and enables one to do a lot: research, documentaries.
Dans la recherche documentaire, dans la recherche de plein de choses, mais je pense qu'avec les risques.
But due to the risk associated with this technology, I think there is some anxiety. However, it is a valuable technology. All you need to know is just how to use it.
L'apprécier, de savoir comment l'utiliser.
Being an innovation that has been developed to simulate human intelligence, AI has experienced periods of rapid progress, leading to the development of powerful tools encompassing a wide range of technologies designed to simulate human intelligence and perform tasks that typically require human cognition. Categorized into various types based on their functions and applications, some AI tools include With such technological advancements in place, the United Nations recognizes the potential for AI as a powerful tool to address various challenges facing humanity.
Artificial intelligence is making headlines on a daily basis. Its powerful tools could drive forward the 2030 Agenda and the Sustainable Development Goals by making a massive leap in healthcare and eradicating diseases that affect millions, by transforming education and empowering people everywhere to build a better future.
On the other hand, the AUB director sees AI as a catalyst for regional journalists to seize the opportunity to amplify Africa's narrative and embrace innovative storytelling.
We have to talk about how we can use AI to make the promotion of our culture, our diversity, how we can use AI to show that in Africa there are people, men and women, who are working on the daily basis to promote Africa, to promote our culture.
A story will always be good once it has the truth element to it. So the narrative of the African people and the African story has got to be told with a lot of truth in it. Now, AI cannot actually manipulate our story. It is we who actually manipulate the stories, if we are to manipulate stories at all. The most important thing here is that to be able to deploy AI in such a way that it enables, it enhances the story that we need to tell. We can get a lot of positive out of Africa and for Africa.
Ranked as the second most innovative economy in Africa according to the 2020 Global Innovation Index, Kenya is one of the countries that could greatly benefit from AI. The Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, for instance, is one of the entities whose operations in Kenya's digital landscape could be revolutionized significantly if AI were to be integrated to be part of its operations. Abdul Razak is a young creative producer and designer working at KBC, and these are his insights about AI.
The advent of artificial intelligence is not really new. It's been there for a while, but it had not really gained so much traction, and it was only used by research institutions while coming up with data or while analyzing data. But these days it has been incorporated in various aspects of life, such as on your Android phone or your smartphone. You have artificial intelligence in softwares like editing software, or when you're using photo generating software that comes up with a photo from words that you've just described. For instance, you say an old man with a dragon's teeth, that's something you just imagined. So artificial intelligence will combine long teeth from a dragon and a human being's face and come up with an image. So as a journalist and also as a producer, I think that there's some aspects of artificial intelligence that can be very helpful in my area of work. But as a journalist specifically, we gather information from going outside and doing research ourselves. I think it's not really something that you want to rely on 100%.
Abdul Razak has practical experience using AI in designing some of his projects.
What we're looking at right now is the 3D model of a car and the 3D modeling software. It took me cumulatively 24 hours to complete to this point. Now, realistically, it took me 1 week, inclusive of all the breaks that I had to take. So as you can see, the car has got gaps underneath in important places where important things have got to go. Now that means that it will take me a little more time to complete this model. So what we're going to do is to compare how AI tools can generate a 3D animation of a car, how fast that will be in comparison to how fast I can do that on a computer with a software like this one. So I'll fire up my browser. I already have this platform set up. So I'll go to AI video. I'll describe we're going to take the same image. So animate, so click on upload image, select the image that we had generated earlier, scale up the cropping, and once we're done, let's generate our video. So our video has generated very quickly. Already it's going into my library. Now the video of our car has already been generated. It's from the same image that we had generated earlier of the car. So basically, AI tools have got the ability to generate work much faster. But as an artist, I would like to maintain my creative freedom by using a 3D modeling software where I get to decide which direction this car is going to face. I get to decide what time of day this car is going to be driving on a highway, and even the environment itself, how it looks.
Abdul, however, notes that plagiarism, more especially when it comes to generating textual content using ChatGPT, has also been an area of concern while using AI.
I have a student friend of mine who told me that their entire exam was cancelled because all of them were doing the exam online, but the submission was almost the same. They fed a question into the ChatGPT software, then it came up with a body of text that all of them submitted independently, but once you look at it, it looks exactly the same.
Tisha Davis highlights the risk of over-reliance of AI leading to laziness, but recognizes its potential for research.
If you keep relying on AI and technology, you can become lazy. You're not going to want to do any thinking for yourself. There's a lot of things under AI, but the one that I've been mostly engaging with is ChatGPT. That's a big one. I was actually just recently introduced to it as an educator. They use it for lesson planning and just to get ideas, not to steal exactly what it's saying, because we know it's robots.
The Director General of AUB notes that AI journalists should be more cautious while using this technology, since it can be used to mimic or manipulate someone's voice to peddle around fake news.
You know, with AI, you can make and build ideas of fake news easily. And people will think that they are true, this idea. For instance, using voice. You can use my voice without me. So it's very, very delicate.
Humans have a certain relationship with the creative side of work. AI could upend that. The integrity of public information could be undermined by bad actors who use low-cost deepfakes. If you ask one of these tools, show me a middle-class home in Africa, it comes up with a certain building that is not in consonance with the reality of vibrant cities in Africa.
According to world leaders and policymakers, AI technologies raise ethical concerns related to privacy, bias, transparency, accountability, and the potential for misuse. And therefore, having a framework to regulate AI usage can help establish ethical guidelines and standards to ensure responsible development and deployment of AI systems.
We must demand robust investment in generative AI that embraces safety and privacy by design. The world today needs healthy information ecosystems if we want informed, stable, and united societies.
We have worked together to have a regulation that respects human rights in the digital age and that guarantees the ethics and the values that we defend in Europe.
Already the whole idea is that we develop very broad guidelines to enable the media to operate. So yes, Kenya is ahead.
This House urges the government, therefore, through the Ministry of Information, Communication and Digital Economy, to formulate a regulatory framework and ethical guidelines for implementation of AI in the country to control potential misuse.
Aside from the risks associated with the ethical aspects of AI, there's also a growing concern from the international community that initiatives to accelerate digital transformation across the board be put in place in order to bridge the digital divide amongst humanity. In the same breath, Kenya's government, through its Ministry of Information, Communication and Digital Economy, has rolled out the Last Mile County Connectivity Project, a strategy that claims to expand Kenya's fibre network coverage countrywide to foster digital inclusion.
Our ICT sector has continued to grow at the rate of 10% annually. We have embedded last mile fibre connectivity as a strategy and a strategic pillar of our bottom-up economic transformation agenda to connect 100,000 institutions and markets and significantly increase fixed broadband access from 1.2 million to 8 million out of the 12 million households between 2022 and 2030.
While acknowledging AI's transformative impact on the media landscape, there is a shared sentiment about the importance of balancing technological advancements with human-centric storytelling to preserve credibility and emotional resonance in journalistic narratives.
AI, like any technologies, is that over-reliance you run the risk of taking out the human interface, the empathy part, which is one of the pillars of journalism, that do no harm, understand your news sources and in their context. While we may give machines that ability to translate and understand and do much, we may never be able to teach machines to have hearts, to feel, to understand. And that is the biggest challenge of this.
The only thing here is that we need to educate ourselves. We need to learn. We need to understand when and how to apply it to be able to get the best out of it.